Good evening.
Good evening. Wow.
Wow, I'm impressed. Standing room only.
Yeah.
You guys come up to hear
There's
us.
there's a mirror at the back, so it looks double.
Well, thank you for coming here and listen to us speak. We don't disappoint you. But anyway, first thing, how much time do we have? 30 minutes? We're gonna talk fast.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess in the beginning we just say a few words about where we came from and what we did when we first started the New Skin, or before we started it. Okay? Alright. Well, I don't know when this picture was taken.
I look the same.
I look more distinguished. Few more white hair. I think in my previous profession, it's good to have gray hair, right? Look more knowledgeable or whatever, more experienced or whatever. Not bad, I guess. I don't remember when that was
I
taken.
don't know.
Okay. All right. This is what we look like.
In 19.
The kids were still young.
Oh, you're going too fast. Can't go backward.
Okay. Okay, here. Okay. This kid now is 40 years old. And this one, back of energy, he's what, 37?
Yeah, and have two
Okay.
kids,
Yeah.
one coming.
Now, this was taken in 1987. Why I remember 1987? Well, that's the year, the second year I get to represent mobile at the Trademark Association meeting in Phoenix. That's why with this cowboy getup. All right, quite a bit of change, right? Okay, why did we get involved in New Skin? Okay, let me say this.
You're moving.
I know I can say that. 1988. 1988, what did we do?
I
Okay,
was airline. I used to work for an airline called US Air as a computer programmer, supervisor, medium potato, maybe. Not a small potato, medium potato.
I was assistant patent counsel with a small oil company called Mobil. Mobil Oil, right? This big refinery here in Geelong, I think. Now it's Exxon Mobil. But anyway, that's what we were doing. Okay, so how come we have to get a New Skin? Well, because of this.
But back then, there was just a hole in the ground. No such,
This was back in 1988, May. Okay, while her job was being threatened to be moved to Carolina, she came up with the idea of she wanted to buy a new house.
It's the
Now,
best idea.
this house is not a small house, okay? 5,000 square feet.
Wow.
Well, when she looked at the house, right, she's interested because big family room, big living room, big bathroom, big kitchen,
Big bedroom.
bedroom.
His or her toilet. His or her sink.
Now, what she conveniently forgot was big houses come with a big price. When I saw that, we're gonna go bankrupt. Or we'll be stretched so tightly that we won't have money to feed the kids. Especially with boys. I don't know if you have boys, they eat you out of house and home when they get older, all right? But anyway, I realized that she wanted to buy this house pretty badly. And you know what happens when your wife wants to buy something, you keep saying no. You won't have a good life. right? So I said, oh yeah, no problem. I'll buy one. Inside me, I said, oh, I'm going to pay for this. So when we signed the contract, it was stated that this house will be completed in about a year. All right? So it gave us a year's window to find some extra income. Okay? So we were looking for extra income. And in August 1988, our children's karate instructor called us, Patrick and Marguerite, would you like to make some extra money? What would you say if I asked you that? Yes. Sure, right? What is it? He came back with new skin. And she thought this guy is selling cosmetics.
Something's wrong, maybe.
Yeah, well, you know what the typical answer is? I'm sure you guys experience this too, right? Oh, new skin, huh? Sounds interesting. But recently I've been pretty busy. Let's talk about it some other time. Right? One show off. Second time he called.
Still busy.
The third time he called.
Very, very busy.
We don't understand why we're so busy, but we're just busy. Okay? The fourth time he called, oh boy, this guy wouldn't give up. All right. Give him face. We're Asians, right? We gotta be nice. So have him come over, we made the agreement. Buy the cheapest thing he had to offer and get rid of it. Does this happen to you guys? You poor thing. You have to do this, right? So that's what we had in mind. But when he showed up, we looked at him and said, hey, what happened to your hair? I said, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I used this product called Neutral, got very good results. And then he went on and gave
me a half a facelift. That time New Skin had only 18 products, and one of our best product was our facelift powder and lift activator. How many of you used it? Did you use it on the half a face the first time? Yes. Yeah. Those of you who never used it, do try it. You'll love it.
So after the demo, he proceeded to explain to us what New Skin's all about. Now, mind you, New Skin's only 4 years old at that time. Not much of a history, unlike today, okay? So we listened, and the information went in this ear, went out this ear. Finally, he said, look, you're not supposed to do this anymore. I joined in May. He said, I joined in May, and this is my August commission check. He took a look, ooh, $2,400. Figure, okay.
That's not bad.
This Dr. Wang, okay, he's a PhD in chemistry, physical chemistry. He's a scientist. He's not a businessman. I figure if he can get results, such results in 3 months, the both of us should be able to do that. Maybe not as fast. Maybe give us a year. So by the time the house is finished, if we can join this and copy him and make $2,400, hey, our problem is solved. Okay, so
that's how we joined.
See, this is exactly what happened. We have a need. He brought us the solution. So that's one thing that you guys need to find out. Okay, when you try to recruit somebody. So we joined, and business did pretty good. All right, with the goal of making $2,400 after 1 year. After 1 year, what happened?
Do we make $2,400 a month? What's the vote? Yes? Yes. Wow. They're very
optimistic. We didn't make 2,400, we made 2,100, but that was good enough to get the house. Okay?
So we figured,
and,
okay.
But not only that, that's part-time income. We still have
right.
our jobs. All right? So we went on to the business for another year. What happened then was the New Skin income was twice her salary. So that's when she decided to go full-time. Okay? And like someone said, what's the best thing about going full-time?
You can sleep late every
Sleep
day.
until you wake up. Bunch of lazy balls. But anyway, but I still had to work, right? I still had to get up in the wee hours in the morning, make sure the kids took off to school, and then as I left, looked over the other end, that didn't sit well with me. So came up with a way of bothering her, right? Before I left for office, I wake her up, make sure that she knew I was going to work, and she wasn't too happy with that. I wonder why. I was being kind. I was telling her, hey, I'm going to work, okay? The answer was, right. And then after working for a while, coffee break, call home. Hey, wake up!
Bothering me. So I told him, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't you quit your job and join me? I thought, hey, $10,000 a month is not bad. But chemical engineer, PhD, a lawyer, wasn't really ready yet.
Well, I grew up in Hong Kong and went to the States to go to college with the idea of becoming a chemical engineer. All right, so after I finished my bachelor's degree, I went on to Maryland and got my master's and a PhD in chemical engineering. But when I finished, there were no jobs, no chemical engineer jobs. Actually, PhD were driving taxis. So I came up with plan B. That was to find a job with a local law firm. I started working for a law firm doing patent searches, and then went to law school at night. I worked from 9 to 5 during the day and 6 to 8 to attend law school, 5 days a week. I did it for 4 years. And I wasn't ready to give all that up so quickly, because I spent a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get my law degree. I passed the bar in 1977 and started working as a lawyer. And at that time, mobile the job was, to me, was fairly non-stressed, okay, stressful. So, but she kept bugging me about starting, working, going full time. Finally, it got to the point I couldn't take it anymore. So, okay. I give you one very reasonable condition. I will join New Skin full time when the New Skin income in 1 month is more than what I earn as a lawyer in 1 year. See, they say it's reasonable.
That wasn't exactly what he said. I kind of said, all right, why don't I tell you this? If one day your New Skin income, 1 month, can surpass my yearly income as a lawyer, then I'll carry your bags. I was so PO'd is the word.
I didn't say that. She said it. But I figured it would never happen, so I let her go. All right, trust me, I didn't say that. Always trust a lawyer. What, you guys don't trust me or something? Please. Anyway, I figured it would never happen. It's okay. But little do I know, 7 years into the business, what I thought couldn't happen, happened. By October 1995, 1 year New Skin, 1 month New Skin, more than 1 year at mobile. So what do? I retired as a lawyer in February 1996. That's 3 years ago. No, 23 years ago. Time went by fast. But nowadays, what we do, just travel around, meet with people, okay, much less stressful than being a lawyer, that's for sure, right? But everywhere we go, we meet with happy people, people who are always happy to see us, unlike when I travel as a lawyer. That's known as headache transfer. They want to transfer the headache to me. I'm so glad you're here. Here's a problem. right? Not a happy scene. But anyway, okay, that's briefly our story. Okay? So, now this is our current house. Slightly bigger, 10,000 square feet. With an indoor pool here. This is an indoor pool. Okay? So, anyway, and here's our younger boy getting married. Big wedding. 8 bridesmaids and 8 groomsmen. Ridiculous. And then this is our older boy who got married last November. And we have 2 little guys now. Andrew, who's 4 now, and Landon, 2. And this is Matilda, his wife. And this is
Cassie.
Oops. Going too fast. Okay. And this is Cassie and Kevin. And this is her dad, Marguerite's dad.
Yeah.
101 years old. Going on 102. Okay. Let's talk about this.
Microphone.
Too fast?
No, you're not pointing.
Is this someone's life story? You were born and then
Go to school. All of us did that.
yeah, all of us did this, right? Between 0 and 25 years, you go to school. And then after you acquire all your skills, you start working. Okay? When you retire, in the US, the retirement age is 65. So just to round off numbers, you start working at 25, finish working at 65, so you have 40 years to save your money so that after you retire, you can enjoy life. But then what happens usually is because you work so hard during those 40 years, you wreck your health. You might have time after you retire, but you're afraid to spend your money, and your health will not allow you to travel. So how many times you've heard people say, after I retire, I'm going to travel the world? Yes. But, number one, when you travel like that, you have time. Time is a requirement, right? You have time after you retire. Money. You'd be afraid to spend money after you retire. Look at your own parents. Do they really go and spend money? Or they script and held on to every penny they could look at? Right? Is that really enjoying life? The reality is not really. And most likely, because you work so hard for 40 years, by the time you retire, you're not in good condition.
Yeah, have health issues.
You have a health issue. So, is this your vehicle? A tricycle. Alright, you go to work, on the job,
Headache
go home.
in the dark.
Yeah, in the dark. You're not in the dark, but anyway. Okay? Essentially what you're doing is exchange time and your health for money. Right? So, you want to make a change?
Which store are you gonna pick?
Which door? Let's make a deal, right? Which door are you going to make? Behind door number 1? Well, let's change a different plan. Same when you start from 0 to 25 years, you acquire skills. And then you utilize those skills to earn a living, right? Except you start working smart rather than work hard. So by the time you hit 50 or something, you can enjoy the rest of your life. Okay? And what was our answer to that? Oh, supplemental income. Right? That's what happened to us. We were looking for supplemental income, but that turned into full-time income. So for us, that is new skin. How many of you have gone to Provo and see this logo? Very nice, isn't it? Yeah. and they even put out the red carpet for you. And some of you have shown this already. Joe Chang and Mark Bartlett and Helen Nax, and the two innovation centers. So what's really put New Skin different from other companies is the two innovation centers. All right, and the work they do, the research they work, is just like a regular research company. No other MLM companies have that, I don't think. I don't know, but I don't think they have the capacity to do this. All right, I think this is the most important thing about New Skin.
That's favorite slide.
Okay, you heard of age lock, right? Where they come from? It came from 30 years of research. Okay, that's right. One thing about New Skin is you always come up with what? Innovative products that no one else has. That's very important. Right? You don't want to sell the same products that other people have. We sell very unique products, such as, how many of you have used this? You have results, good results?
Yes.
Tremendous results, right?
Yes.
This is a game changer. All right? And every one of you should utilize this to open doors. This will launch your business. All right? Trust me. Trust her then, okay? Don't trust her. Trust her.
Yeah, trust me, right?
Yeah, because the Lumi Spa is what? Reasonably priced. You show results in a fairly short time, and that's not a very long learning curve. It's easy to use. It's not that difficult to learn how to use it. Okay, so use it, the Lumi Spa. All right. Now, this is another thing that's different about New Skin. The Nourish the Children initiative. So this is a company with a heart. We want to help, not just help people make money, but also help people who are in need. Okay? So, it's your choice whether you want to have one person lifetime labor or build a New Skin team and celebrate life. You don't have to, be a grumpy person all the time. Okay? Now, what do you do when you get into New Skin? You'll travel the world, right? Recognize someone sitting by a pool?
The first picture was Hawaii, was a team trip, right?
Yeah.
And this one is Maldives.
Oh, last year we went on the National Geographic Society expedition by private jet. Okay, 24 days. Right, I think I have a short video of this. Okay. Machu Picchu. Easter Island. I got a 4 o'clock to take this picture. Great Barrier Reef. I snorkeled in the Great Barrier Reef. Angkor Wat. Bagan. Myanmar. It's misspelled. India Lake. Myanmar. This long leg lady over at Burma. Good. Taj Mahal.
That was my bucket list.
Then went on to Tanzania. Okay. And I took this picture with my iPhone. Jordan, remember? Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. These two guys. They in the movie. And then Marrakesh. Right? Then go home. That's the airplane we flew in. Like, it's a charter plane. No, that is it's a 757 configured to hold only 80 passengers. So it's a
And a
fairly good
doctor,
size
a
plane.
chef.
Yeah, you come with a private chef, a doctor, a lecturer, expert. So, now, when you go on a trip like this, there's 3 requirements, right? Number 1, money. You can find this at the internet. I can tell you how much this costs. $86,000 per person. US dollars. Okay? Not Indonesian rupee.
But we figure, we are sort of more mature now, and I have knee situation. We better travel now, right?
Well, okay, one is time. Like money, time. 24, how many CEOs can go and take a trip like this? 24 days. All right, and then last one is on your physical health. But, we have to thank our kids for this.
Yeah, Pat called it the SKI trip.
A ski trip. You know what SKI stand for? Spend Kids Inheritance.
So they pay for our trip.
They pay for our
That's our money.
trip. Aren't they nice? Aren't they nice? Okay, so, well, we also have an apartment in Paris. That's Marguerite up there.
That's, we bought it in
2007.
2007 because company was going to Europe, and I used to live in Paris when I was a kid. So I told Pat, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have a little piece of Paris?
It's dangerous to show her real estate.
And this with New Skin Timothy trip to Paris that year.
We went to say hi to Mona. They closed the whole museum for the team elites.
Yeah.
So I don't have to fight. This is very crowded. If you've been there before, you have to fight people and fight the pickpockets.
Yeah.
They've signed something of beware of pickpockets, beware of pickpockets. Okay, now, within New Skin, we have changed the lives of a lot of people within the organization. Okay? In what way? Well, put it this way. Okay? We create MDCs. What's MDC? Okay. I don't want to say how many 1 million, how many 5 million, how many 10 million, how many 20 million. But within our organization, as of July 2017, right? What happened here? Whoop. Hey. Oh, I guess I have to announce it. We have 315 total of these guys. Okay, so think how many lives we have changed. Not just this generation, you also changed the children's lives and the grandchildren's lives. This is what you do when you do New Skin. You're not just helping yourself, you're helping what? A whole lot of people. Okay? Remember that. Changing more lives. Well, 10 years ago, we began to realize that without the University of Maryland, we wouldn't have met. And all this wouldn't happen. So when they send a recruiter, just like New Skin, they send a recruiter come to talk to us, how about giving some money back to the university? So we agreed, okay? We set up 2, you guys know what an endowed chair is with a university? Right? What happens here is you donate some money, the university will not touch the principal. They will invest that money and they'll use the interest derived from your donation to support, in our case, 2 professors who are doing research in chemical engineering. And we have also made another donation to the math department to support a graduate student fellowship because she graduated with a math degree. I was in the chemical engineering department, so we set up two endowed chairs at a fellowship. Okay. Now, because of that endowment, this doctor here is one of the professors. He's one of the Patrick and Marguerite son professor in chemical engineering. Okay, and I'm happy to say this is the first endowed chair within the department. No one else has done it before. I was surprised. You know, I don't know about here. In America, it's rather common. For example, Harvard, you have heard of the Kennedy School of Public Health or something like that, right? So you donate a sum of money to the university that in return they give you an honor, professor, whatever, okay? So this professor worked with one of his graduate students, came up with an invention that can help a lot more lives. What do I mean by that? This. He and his student come up with a product they modified chitosan. Someone just mentioned chitosan. Remember fiber net? Right? They took chitosan and modified it in such a way that when this product hits blood, it'll coagulate and stop the wound from bleeding. Now, for serious accidents, what happens when someone's got hurt? The most important thing is what? To stop the bleeding. Well, what's usual? How do they do it usually now? Just press on it, right? Now with this device, this invention, they can stop the bleeding. Okay, so in a sense, it's good that we contributed to part of that. All right. This invention was mentioned in one of Stephen Hawking's TV program. Check it out on YouTube. The student's name is Dowling, Dowling, Matt Dowling. So you look up Stephen Hawking, Matt Dowling. Okay, it has to do with they may not call it jelly at that time. I think it's called hemogram or something like that. But look for Matthew Dowling and Stephen Hawking on YouTube. You should find this. Okay, so we're happy that we help to contribute to this. All right, not bad. Okay, this is the Idea Factory at the University of Maryland. All right, there's a new building someone donated. Now, by comparison, our donation is nothing. This guy donated $125 million
For this building, right?
for the whole building. So we
only did this little room.
we donated a little room. Okay, that's what they call it, the Patrick and Marguerite son. Oh, is it Overlook Conference Room? Now this is a separate donation from the other donation. Okay, so and she's sitting in the room, and this is the lab below. That's why it's called Overlook Conference. Okay, so if any of you or your kids go to Maryland, look up the Patrick and Marguerite Conference. Okay. Okay. About 2 years ago, we decided to help one of our friends about he's trying to do integrative medicine. How many of you have heard of integrative medicine? I think you're gonna hear more and more about that. How much time do I have? I don't owe you time yet, right?
Getting there.
Getting there. Okay, this is the last slide.
So this one here was quite interesting. It's our good friend John Pan. He is a professor at the GW University. As he came to Pat and I, and he wants to create to let people know more about
integrative medicine.
So
Okay.
he wanted to
He
create
himself started off as OBGYN, a women's doctor, right? But then he realized whatever he's doing, really, he wasn't satisfied. So he went back to school and learned about integrative medical treatment. And he established the integrative medical clinic at GW Med School. Okay, so this is one of the first med schools that recognizes integrative medicine. And they came to us and said, can you help me spread the word about integrative medicine? So since he helped me when I had a physical condition 10 years ago, so okay, all right, we'll donate some money and do a symposium. Okay, now this is the first one. Okay, how healing works by a professor who's a medical doctor at the Georgetown University Med School. Okay, Dr. Wayne Jonas. Okay, he's one of the early ones that started integrative medicine. What do you mean by integrative medicine? Well, instead of treating one person at that point, one point, it looks at the whole person condition and come up with treatments. It can be just, instead of just using medicine, it could be medicine plus yoga, or acupuncture, meditation. He gave us an example of some woman who is a high-powered executive at the Pentagon, slept about only 4 or 5 hours a night, okay, because she's too busy. And because of that, they eat kind of lousy diet. And one day he was involved in a car accident, hurt her back. So what happens when you go see a doctor about a back that's hurting?
pain medicine.
Yeah, take some medicine, right? And she was okay, and then she started doing some yoga and some stretching or whatever, okay? It helped. But then one day she was reaching over to pick up something, and something popped in the back. Went back to see a doctor, here, heavy and heavier. It got so bad that she was hooked on painkillers, opioids. Because of that, she became depressed and lost her job and everything. All right, and finally she came to this Dr. Wayne Jonas, and he said, "Look, you need to take this, not just this pain, not just as one pain of one source of problem. You have to look at go to a doctor who look at your physical condition. Go talk to a pharmacologist who control all your medicine. Go see a acupuncturist, maybe will stop your pain. Go talk to a nutritionist. You know, you may not be eating the right things. That's why you're all kind of messed up inside. And go talk to a yoga therapist, not a yoga instructor. Someone who understands physical therapist by using what? Yoga, stretching and all that, okay? I said, get more sleep, right? And find some time to yourself. Do meditation. Find a corner that you can sit down and keep quiet, find some peace. And that's what she did. Okay, and finally she overcame that. Okay, so that's what we mean by integrative medicine. It's a more holistic approach to treating whatever is bothering you. Okay? So we'll have another lecture next week. That's why we will go home on the 24th. This is being held on the 26th of April in downtown George Washington in DC, downtown.
Well, you don't have to go. You could come.
But for anyone who's interested, okay? This
He'll
is
put it on his face.
recorded as a webinar. All right, let me know. I'll send it to you. Okay?
You can put it on your Facebook page.
Yeah, look at my Facebook page. I'll list it again. Okay, so once again, get the New Skin team and celebrate life and help change other people's lives as well as yours for generations to come. All right. So I guess we've talked long enough.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your experience and inspiring journey with us. Before we end, we would like to announce the winners for the new frank quiz. These are the 3 winners.